Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Napoleon Dai Nam-ite here in Victoria 3. Let's make sure everything is working for ourselves here. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right. What do we got going on here? Just Ed Harris. Hello. Excellent name. I love it. Oh boy, some fresh ham cuts. My sandwich spilleth over with prime deli meats. Excellent. Yes, Outer Signal. That is right. Legendary entrance. Just Ed Harris. Good to have you, my friend. How are you? Welcome, welcome. And Outer Signal, what's up, my friend? Oh, excellent. What a way to start the stream. What a gift. Thank you. Hey, Mauricio, what's up? Hi, Ham. Hope interesting things happen today. Yes, hopefully. So far, so good. We're back. We're back after a, I don't know what this was. Hey. After a good morning session. Did pretty good. We're on our way here. Hey, Glenn, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello, Ham. Caught the earlier stream in full. Nice. One and a quarter speed is way better for not sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I love it. I love it. Yeah, thanks for watching the earlier one on the VOD. Good job banning slavery and building universities. Woo! I remembered. All it took was a commitment to make me do it. I think I should just constantly make commitments to build universities, and then I'll remember. J-Makers, what's up? What's up? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Alhamdulillah, Ham. Hope all is good on your end. All is good on my end. Alhamdulillah. La best, la best, la best. All right. How are we doing here? What are we doing? So we got a company we can do. We just need to build up some steel. We do need to finish up 2 more universities to finish the commitment. Actually, where are we with this? Yeah, we can still actually go quite a bit more. How are we doing on PMs in universities? Yeah, if we could get to philosophy department, dialectics. Where are we with that, actually? I feel like we might be pretty close with that. Yeah, actually, okay. So, we're just trying to finish out this level. So what we're going to do is we want to go for nationalism. But, actually, no. We'll go for dialectics, and then we'll go nationalism. And then we'll do, wait. Oh yeah, because we're getting joint stock companies. No, I feel like, even though we're getting tech spread on that, we should go straight for that afterward. Then dialectics, then nationalism, central archives, central banking, postal savings. Actually, no, then labor movement, because then we can go for restricted child labor and up our education institution. Then these 3. Oh wait, no, sorry. Then nationalism. Yeah, I should have just went straight across the top here. And then organized sports, and then steel frame buildings. There we go. We got quite a bit to do there. All right. Why? Wait, why? What? Oh, why not the paper company rather than the steel? Yes, actually, we were thinking about the paper company, right? Which is why I want to go. No, not that. Joint stock companies next. I want to go for the steel one first because that's going to help us with construction. Here we go. So first off, we could really use the plus 5% state construction efficiency. In every state, we're getting negative 10% state construction efficiency, but we can also get iron and then steel. And the idea is we want to make a move to get down to steel frame buildings. But we're going joint stock companies next, and then the next one we do, we're going to do the paper company. Because... Oh, actually, okay, so... Well, actually, I don't know now. Yeah, that's what it was. So taxation capacity. But we seem to have caught up to taxation capacity. Actually, yeah, I don't know. Either way, yeah, we want to do the steel one next. Yeah, unis eat aristocrats. The code says aristocrats are actually a major pipeline to move to academics and clergymen. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So but we want to... What did we do? We moved to secular so that we can get more academics. So that we can empower our intelligentsia and petite bourgeoisie here. Which is, oh, looks like we have. Oh, I didn't realize our intelligentsia are now powerful. Oh, excellent. And so we're getting plus 20% society research speed. So now is the time to be doing all this while they're happy. And 0% production from Paper Co. And not other available industries. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Alright, where do we want to go next here? Yeah, then we're trying to set up some explosives factories. And apparently I went nuts on logging camps this morning. I don't you know, okay, I don't want to spam our queue with that because our private queue might actually do that. We're gonna do this stuff. Now, the other thing we got going for us here is we have these colonies going. We need to get our own supply of sulfur. Now, it's taken a long time. That's because it has severe malaria there. But we're actually moving... We're moving faster than the Dutch. Oh, the Dutch East Indies, though, are moving way faster than us. Colonial growth generated per day. Yeah, we only have 8.98 incorporated population. Whereas they have 13, so they're going to move a little bit faster. And we have 75 provinces. They have how many? 85. Yeah, they're just going to generate more than us. But we're moving faster than the Netherlands. We're moving technically faster than New South Wales. You know, should I kind of... Oh, no. Should I kind of give up on this one? Because it's the sulfur that we really need. I don't know. We'll leave it be for now. Hey, Paco! Hey, Paco! What's up, my friend? Long time no see. How you doing? Good to see you. How's things going? Thanks for stopping by. Now, the other thing we want to do is we can annex this country. Is anybody going to mess with us? The Dutch East Indies and these guys. Sayak. Oh, well, they got nothing in terms of military. But the Dutch East Indies are going to be a thorn in our butt here, huh? So they can get 69 armies. Oh, we actually are stronger than them. And that wouldn't bring the Netherlands in. Pretty neat, actually. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're here. We're here. Yeah, rubber in Western New Guinea. That's why you wanted it. That's right. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for the reminder. The rubber. We are going to need that. We are going to need that. All right. I think we're ready on pause, though. We're getting close to public health. I guess the question is, do I want to annex these guys and risk getting the Dutch East Indies breathing down my neck? I wonder if I can get a an obligation from these guys. Oh yeah, I can't do goods transfers. Can't do goods transfers. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get any. The British are still kind of like whatever with us. Yeah, these guys want nothing to do with us. They're cautious towards us. Defend the borders. You know, we actually really need to get a navy going. Do we have military shipyards yet? I just realized, yeah, we have military shipyards. We have no navy. All right. So we're going to fix that. So let's create a navy. First Vietnamese fleet. Literally the first. Yeah, authoritarian. Oh, man. And this guy's the only one who's not authoritarian, but he's a landowner. And he gets blockade strength, which would actually be kind of nice. Alright. Yeah, I hate to say it, but Pham Ton That, I think you're going to be the person. Ah! We have public health insurance. Excellent. So I would like to increase that. Wait, where did we have those military shipyards? Nam Ki, Trung Ki. We still have a lot of people here. A lot of people there. Let's try to employ people here, though. So we'll do 10 there. Then we'll put the other 10 here. So that we can get the military shipyards going at both. So we'll start with a fleet of 20. Damn, I wish I had more bureaucracy. I would like to get this going. Oh, and that, we had a commitment that that was going to help with. Yeah. How much do we need to increase? 89. And we have 86 deficit. Alright, well, Trunky could use some taxation capacity. 2 years on that. Alright, let's put this up to the top. So that we can start expanding the health institution now. Ooh, we are so close to recognition. We thought we would have gotten to 10 with that, but yeah, whatever. Alright. Yep, good for them. What do we build in here? Tooling in Chunky is always welcome. Yeah, how is construction looking? Alright, so we're good there. Wood is always an issue. Maybe more of a reason to have the paper company. What is the other industry we can add? Oh, wood is the other industry, yeah. How are we doing here? Yeah, the turmoil is killing me. And I think the turmoil is mainly for all the unemployment. I think part of the problem, though, is like if we look at the unemployment, oh yeah, so the laborers, how many, so 127,000 workforce who are unemployed. Do they not have qualifications? See, I feel like in whatever the latest patch was, In generally in runs, there's a lot more unemployment now. Oh, no world market access? In Nam-ite? No, we do. Yeah, they got world market access. Alright, let's see what this is about. Oh, and we haven't started passing anything. A series of perceived poor decisions by the Confucian traditionalist movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Yeah, we'll take this. Yeah, we gotta get more loyalists here. Let's figure out what we're passing next. See, the problem here is that for Social Security would be helpful, but I don't want to do poor laws. Sorry, the northern province, not that. Oh, Bach. Oh, okay. Let me take a look at that. Ah, we can go down to cultural exclusion. You know, that... We're on racial segregation. No, those unemployed pops, though, are at level 5. Still, maybe we go to racial segregation. Or total separation. Let's take a look. How many people? We have 60, basically 63,000 level 1, 51,000 here. 174 in level 3. So the vast majority are actually pretty well accepted. The northern, yeah, so the northern province. So Chunky has it. Yeah, no, they got their world market access. We have a lot of turmoil there. They have that. Hey, new co-hosts, hello. I always struggle a lot to understand the difference between unemployment and peasants. Last time I was doing a run with Congo, I ran out of people to employ, even though I had a lot of pops. I feel they could improve how to display the numbers better. Yeah, so basically the difference is, like, we'll take a look here, right? So 465,000 peasants. So these are the people, peasants are people who are on the subsistence farms. So they actually are earning money, right? They technically have a job. They work in the subsistence farm. They produce these things, and they're getting a wage. Yeah, here we go. So like the peasants here are earning 2.29 pounds a year. Whereas the unemployed pops are just that. Wait. 74,000 unemployed. Yeah, let's find some. Oh, those are peasants. Sorry. Here we go. Yeah, and so the unemployed are even worse. So we see their standard of living is 4 because their wealth is 4 because they have no income. Whereas the peasants are actually doing not so bad for themselves. So that's mainly the difference. But peasants will hire out of subsistence farms very easily and very quickly. So that's the main difference. Peasants are based on unused arable land. Yeah, they get a subsistence building that houses about 10k per level. Yep. Farmers need an education, so promotion is much slower. That's why literacy is important in addition to research. Yeah, we're at 55%, but it could be better, you know? Why is the world market access in Baki grayed out? Because of the turmoil? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even notice that. Why? Oh, you know why? I don't think we have a port here. Yeah, we have no port there. So they have access to the world market because they're connected to the other states. But they themselves don't provide access to the world market, whereas these two states have ports. Oh wait, that's right. So hold on, we were paused because what do we want to do? I mean, we probably should do this now. Or, you know, we could go to Parliamentary Republic. Maybe that's what we do next here. Well, hold on, though. Our current guy... Our current guy's an enlightened royalist. We actually don't mind that too much. If only we could utilize any of this stuff. This guy's probably gonna... He's 69, he's gonna die. When this guy dies, we'll get off of monarchy. Who's the next person? A liberal landowner. Alright, so let's get to cultural exclusion. And that's what we'll do next. I see, but in theory the peasants would move to better jobs and industries if laws and wages permit. Yeah. Another concept is de-peasants. I think those are childs and dependents. Yeah, those are childs and elderly people who are not part of the workforce, right? Yeah. So if you look at, like, let's look at a state. Let's look at the population. So we have the Vietnamese Confucian laborers in the opium plantations here, but the actual laborers, so there's 270,000 of these people, and but there's only 84,000 in the workforce. And so the reason why this is important is because these people are getting a wage, which adds to the overall wealth that they have. But the wealth level, you see this is a wealth level 10, that level of wealth is for all 270,000 people. So 84,000 people are providing the wealth level. Now the dependents earn an income, and we see it here, but it's much less. There is a calculation for it, and it depends on the type of pot. Like I think here it's like, oh, is it maybe it's 30%, yeah. And so the dependents are like, yeah, women, children, and also soldiers who were wounded in battle but didn't I don't know what words I can say on YouTube, didn't pass away. They become dependents. But this is what changes when you do things like women in the workplace and women's suffrage. When it says like +1% workforce ratio, or like, yeah, right here, solidarity, +5% workforce ratio. So we're getting 5% more in the workforce as opposed to dependents. No trade center Baki. It says an overview screen. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a trade center here. Although it looks like somebody's building one for us. The trade center in Baki is building a trade center there. Serfdom keeps them locked in. Yeah, it's a hard cap of moving to other professions if the law is on the books. Yeah, that's why serfdom is such a bad law. And women. Yep. Yeah, and women. Until you start giving some rights to women. Oh, wait, hold on here. Hey, Andy Meyer. Hello. Bro, I just finished a Dai Nam after following your Sweden guide. Oh, nice. Very cool. Thanks for watching the Sweden guide. I appreciate it. How did the Dai Nam run go? How did it end up going for you? The furniture manufacturers in Nam-ite have seen an increase in workplace injuries due to increased mechanization and poor safety regulations. Oh, wait. Glenn, I think I know what you're saying. No trade center in Baki. Yeah. Yeah, it's grayed out because there's no trade center. That's right. That's what it is. I don't like the industrialists being so pissed. We can afford to lose a little bit of happiness from them there. Yeah, that's right. So it's basically telling us, like, yeah, no trading on the world market account to not having a trade center. Oh, yeah, yeah. There it is. So we would have 100% world market access if we had a trade center, but there's no trade center, so it doesn't matter. It's building itself. What a building. Yeah, that was one of the things in the newest update. A building can, like, kind of upgrade, can, like, build itself. I think what'll happen when this is built is the owner is going to be the local workforce. When leveling up a building, how much should I care about the game telling me there aren't enough qualifications to fully employ, or can I dismiss that? I mean, to be honest with you, you can kind of dismiss it. Oh, okay, hold on. We just got recognition. I'll finish that thought in a second. Signed earlier this afternoon in Madrid, this landmark treaty officially abrogates any previous unequal treaties between Spain and Dai Nam in favor of a new one negotiated between peers. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and so... Spain, I didn't know you guys cared so much about us. Okay. So now we are recognized. Yeah, so, like, when you're looking at, like, here, or even, let's say we want to build... It would be more of an explosives factory. Oh, well, I guess we got qualifications everywhere. So the thing that I feel like you don't really need to pay attention to it is because what it means is, from the available workforce currently, peasants and unemployed, they don't have the qualifications, but people from other jobs might move into that building, which then opens up availability in the previous building, which can then hire from this workforce. So I usually don't pay attention too much to it. There are times where you don't have the qualifications to do it, but I usually don't pay too much attention to what it says here. You'll eventually find people can migrate around. What's nice is they said something they're going to be adding to the game this year is more of a UI to track qualifications. So it'll make a little bit more sense, but I kind of dismiss it myself. That doesn't mean you won't end up having some qualification issues, but more times than not, you end up being just fine. Would you ever consider moving to New Jersey for cheaper housing, or is New York home forever? New York is home forever. I grew up in New Jersey, actually, and so I don't want to spend the rest of my days in New Jersey. I always say about New York, it's true, the cost of housing, right, is it's more expensive to live here, but you do get a lot of things for that as well. So for instance, when my kids were in pre-K, New York City had universal pre-K, and this was well before New Jersey had it. So both of my kids went to 3K and pre-K for free, which if I lived somewhere else I wouldn't have gotten that. And so there's a bunch of stuff like that. So you end up spending more money here, but you also, there are things you get for it. That being said, it is very expensive to live here. I'm not fully justifying all of it, but there are some benefits. Yeah, Nukos, no problem. This game implements inflation in any way? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They've talked about how, the devs have talked about that. It's always something on their radar. My interpretation of the way the devs have addressed the question is, if we find an interesting way to implement it, we will, but we haven't thought of an interesting way yet. But, no, it doesn't implement inflation at all. An influential faction within the armed forces has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of cultural exclusion. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. So we could add some political strength to the intelligentsia. They kind of have some already, so we'll take that. You know, we were at 10. Like, what the hell happened with this? In New York, you get communism from your mayor. Yeah, right, sure. That's what everybody wants you to think. And then, like, I guess we'll see. Like, he said, I want to raise the corporate tax rate. And they're like, communist! And he's like, no, like, literally, I just want to make our corporate tax rate what it is in New Jersey. And they're like, how dare you, you socialist? He's like, no, literally, I want to just do what they're doing across the river in New Jersey. They're like, commie bastard. Qualifications are part of how acceptance stratifies society outside of serfdom. Example, if you have a minority accepted population, everyone is a lot harder to promote. Yeah. So yeah, if you look over in your society tab here, well, first off, you can see when you go to the laws, this will show you all the stuff you'll get with that. Like for racial segregation here, it'll show you all this, but I think it's organized in a better way. Oh, finally, we got... Oh, no, I think that was the university one. Yeah, we're still doing that one. But I think it's organized in a better way under the society screen, because you can just go to level 1, see what it says. You see here, level 1, you get negative 50% qualifications because we're in racial segregation. So you can get kind of something better than for this. Negative 30% wages. Now, we have 172,000 people in level 3, and you can see they get negative 10% qualifications, a negative 10% wage, and negative 10% political strength. So you can kind of see that here, but there's always some level of qualifications. This is what makes playing in India so complicated. I don't know if we can find it here, but because of the caste system, yeah, you get like qualifications for certain classes, boosts for others. It's a very intricate system when it comes to India. All right, we're working on the steel now, so we can finally get our steel company going. Technically, it does include inflation. If we view inflation as a sustained increase in prices, then there is inflation. For example, a lockdown or a change in construction production would lead to an increase in the price of goods. Oh, okay. What there isn't is monetary inflation. Oh, okay, yeah. Because there are no currencies other than the pound. Or blockade, I meant. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's a good distinction. Yeah, so there's no monetary inflation, because like you said, there's only one currency. But yeah, I guess if you look at like the market price, the fluctuation of market prices, there's a kind of inflation there. But I guess there's no inflation. Oh, law progressive drafting, very good. There isn't like an inflation system like EU5 has, I guess you would say. Yeah, Seoul is dropping. Well, I don't understand, we were at 10, but it didn't satisfy it. I'm going to try to let this go down as much as possible before we extend it. Oh, well, also what we can do is we can increase the health institution. That will help us. A defensive pact. Why not an alliance? Oh, they don't multilateral alliances. I'll give you the investment rates, but I also want trade privileges. Oh, look at this. Okay. No, okay. We don't want that. Can we sell you anything? Sell you some liquor, and then we will buy yeah, I don't we'd make all the ports we want. Yeah, and we'll buy some wine off of you. And then we'll get the trade privileges. Yeah, we're not going to get the obligation. No, let's leave that. We'll leave that for our trade center. So we'll do this for 15 years. This sounds pretty good, actually. Yeah, late game, the base resources get so expensive. Yeah. Oh, hey, Provide. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh, sulfur from Spain. Yes. Well, actually, I do want to hold off on that, though. We need the sulfur once we start. I wanted to do a goods transfer. I was actually thinking of Great Britain, but you're right, Spain. But I need to wait until we get at least one of these sulfur plants built, because we'll be buying the sulfur and nobody will be buying it from Spain, and nobody will be buying it in our market. So once we get down here, we'll look to see if we can do that. Election season has begun in Dai Nam, and with it, the strategizing of the government's fixers. If we wish, we may wield the power of the state to ensure a favorable result. Yeah, I think we're good. Let the chips fall. So we'll get tradition of free elections. Plus 10 legitimacy. This is good. Yeah. We'll do that. So we're not going to be manipulating the elections anymore. I might come to regret that, but it is what it is. Now, to fix this budget. What's paper looking like? Oh my god. We have got a ton of paper. I think it's time to build some universities. But I do want to get this stuff. Let's see, the ports I'm building up so that the merchant marines will be a little cheaper so that others will build trade centers. Big problem that I had with the last update, or at least the last that I played, was legitimacy very low all the time. Well, now it fluctuates more because of the electoral confidence. See, if you manipulate your elections too much, you get a penalty from legitimacy. So now you kind of got to be careful with that. The ongoing election has drawn attention to the platforms of the various contending parties. Across Dai Nam, the electorate debates which party is worth trusting with the next term in government. Yeah, we'll trust the Liberal Party there. This is crazy to me. We cannot get... Ah, look, it went down again. So how many weeks do we need for this? 44 weeks, yeah. So we'll just have to extend it. Alright, I'm going to extend it now before I forget. So we'll get half of, or whatever the lesser amount of the benefit is. Higher learning can wait. We need more steel mills, Kingham. That's right. You know me. You know me. I'll build those universities when we get to Hearts of Iron 4. Oh, in 21.9, a new update maybe got fixed. Yeah. Yeah, they played around a little bit with legitimacy. So legitimacy is... there's some different stuff with it, although interestingly, in their dev diary about what they're planning to do for this year, there's going to be a much more elaborate legitimacy system. Have I ever played as Peru? I did an offline run as Peru a long time ago. I haven't... Whoa. Chile, what are you doing? I haven't done one in a long time. So it's been quite a few updates since I did it. Also, hello, RR. How are you? To outside observers, the intelligentsia may appear firmly committed to the idea of cultural exclusion, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Alright, maybe we were gonna do... I don't want to take either of these things. I guess we will take the setback here. And now we'll negotiate it. Ooh, yeah, we can lose 16% from the stall chance. Whispering through a haze of cigar smoke in Quang Buian's private dining hall, the petit bourgeoisie discuss what compromises they might accept for changing their stance on cultural exclusion. Yeah, I don't want to go to anti-strike laws. I guess we'll go to political concessions. And then we'll do the trade unions. Prominent trade unions meet in Hui's finest cafe to discuss cultural exclusion. With the right leverage, perhaps their opinions could be swayed. We might actually go to elected bureaucrats. How many of these? Oh my god, we just have to build 4 light industries? Yeah, no, that's what we'll do. But, you know, adding political concessions, I mean, I want them to have more. We'll do the political concessions. I would like to give them more political strength. What I liked about the Vietnamese states is the wood potential in logging camps. Great for reducing peasants without creating unemployment. Yeah, I know, and I am lacking on it because, with that being said, I need to build a lot more logging camps. Maybe I do need that paper company. Hey, JC, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. Hey, Hamcuts13, I just bought the game. Is it going to be a crazy learning curve for a total newbie? I'm sorry, seeing everything on screen right now is overwhelming. It will be a little bit. It will be a little bit, but it's worth it. But it's worth trying to figure it out. It's one of those things where once it's, at least my experience with the game was, the game seemed totally overwhelming to me when I first got it. And I kind of stopped and started with playing it for a while. And then once the game finally clicked, the whole thing just kind of makes sense. So it's worth sticking with because it's very satisfying and a very fun game once you get it. But I think the beginning will be a little... There is a bit of a learning curve to it. It is a bit of a complicated game. But I will say it is worth it. It is worth it. But welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for watching. How are you? Have you what was your first playthrough? First country you took? The eyes of the electorate have turned to the candidates that seek to acquire a position at the head of government. As the election approaches, voters debate who would provide the best leadership for Dai Nam. Yeah, we'll take that. Peru-Bolivia is fun because you have to manage your puppets and then unify the country as one. It's pretty much a unique starting situation in the game. Yeah, and you have pretty much all of like South America breathing down your neck, wanting to come after you. So you have that too. Hey, maybe remember me. Hello, hello. Awesome name, awesome name. 10 points to you. How are you? Welcome in. Ham, where do you find the time to play 15 plus hours of stream, teach full time, and have family, and have offline runs? Yeah, it's a good question, right? Let's see. Well, well, I guess I don't have a full-on... I teach 3 classes, not 5. Oh, hey, JC, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I teach 3 classes a semester, so not the lightest of loads, but not a full-time. I'm an adjunct, so that's what I get. But yeah, I mean, I basically bunch up all my classes on a couple days. So the days I stream, I don't teach. But the thing is, because I end up teaching all day on the days that I do teach, the days that I stream, in between my morning and evening stream, is when I'm doing all of my school work. Grading and lesson plans and stuff like that. I'm good, thanks for asking. In my last play, I did oh, we're getting another earthquake. It always takes me off guard. Oh, an intensity of 1.3. Puh, we don't even get out of bed for that. In my last play, I did Tall Peru and got to 280 million GDP in 1926. Was it good? I only annexed Ecuador later on. No, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. South America is tough. South America is tough. So, yeah, getting over a quarter billion with Peru, Bolivia, I think that's a good start. Very well done. All right, so the Liberal Party won. All right, we'll keep the industrialists out for now. We'll keep this. I would like to gain more loyalists here. So we'll keep things like this. The source of a cholera outbreak in Hui has been traced by an ingenious surgeon apothecary. This has led to great advancements in the field of public health. Oh, tech spread for modern sewage. What are we on right now? So 3.5. I want to make sure we're not wasting any. Oh, perfect. Get us to 9.8k. Boom on that. Boom on that. I do plan on playing it long term. I know it'll take me hundreds of hours to understand it, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's true, but yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you stick with it, because it is definitely worth it. And the game is in a good spot right now, and they're gonna start doing some major updates this year as well, so it's definitely gonna be a fun year. Intelligentsia has been championing the passing of cultural exclusion, starting in their own ranks. A Miao politician may take over leadership in the fight for the culture's acceptance. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's take the 20%. I just started a run with Argentina. Man, it's really tough now. Yeah, you start in debt and it's so slow to progress. It is. The thing to remember though is the game is very exponential. Like, look, we're at 12 million GDP right now, which is not a lot, but once you really get the construction sectors going, it just exponentially starts moving. And so, yeah, you'll get there. You'll get to that point eventually. All right, we got modern sewage. No problem. I hope you have a good day. Also, my first country I picked was Spain. Okay, that's a good one. Spain, especially after Iberian Twilight, you got a lot of content there. I just did a offline Spain run, so it is a lot of fun. Or not just, but when Iberian Twilight came out. Thank you, sir. Good. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just playing my favorite game, chatting and chatting. It's definitely good. Look at okay, look at this. We're at 10. So give me my commitment here. It must be that it's at like 10.0.1 and I need to get to 10.002 or something like that. I've tried to introduce friends to the game, but everyone leaves it after some time. I know, when I try to explain to people this game, I'm just like, it's a economic and political simulator through the Industrial Revolution. I can just see it in people's eyes. They're like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I swear it's fun. I know it doesn't sound like it, but it's actually a lot of fun. There's nobody I know in my personal life who I've convinced to play this game. Ah, you're an adjunct. Yeah, I'm sorry, having been one. Yeah, I think you understand. It's tough. It's tough. The adjunct life. It is, It has its benefits and tons of drawbacks. Ah, fractional distillation. All right. So we can get some... Do we have food industries yet? We do. Oh, I hate playing as Argentina. Very slow gameplay. Game is not made to play with small countries in pops. Yeah, I don't know though. I love playing any country in South America because there's just so much room to grow. I mean, I once did I think the second stream I ever did was Paraguay, and we ended up a great power. So you can, it can be done, but it's very slow, especially at the beginning of the game. The obligation we owe to Italy is being used as pretext for a request to include their friends in the landowners in our government. So we'll lose relations with Italy. Oh, wow. We'll actually go to a righteous government if we do that. All right, all right. Oh, it doesn't seem to have done anything. Well, let's do it. I think that was kind of broken. One way to help learn the game is to learn the political demographics and which professions support what interest group. Yeah, once you kind of get that like in your mind, I think that when you learn the demographics, what professions support what interest group, and also I think in general just what the basic production chains are to know what you're building, what you're working toward. Once you kind of get that as something that's in your mind, the game becomes a little bit easier from there. Playing this game made me realize I'd be a horrible leader. Yeah. I know I would be. I have no desire to ever lead a country. I would never want that headache. Fun for people who like cookie clicker and the like. Yeah. Victoria 3 is the best teacher of patience. This is also very true, yeah. Wait a little. You gotta put things in the queue and wait a little bit sometimes. Seen a lot of guides where they say go for Uruguay and Bolivia early on. I don't like to do that. Kind of want to play tall and role play it. Yeah, and the game, you can definitely do that. War seems really uninteresting in this game. Oh, I think, well, war's about to change a lot. But I think war can be really interesting. I think the thing to keep in mind is war in this game is about supply. How well do you supply your armies? And how much can you protect those supply lines? And in that, there's a lot of tactical stuff you have to do, preparation for war. The other thing I like about war in this game, I don't know many other games that do this, but like, we're Dai Nam, we could fight a war against Great Britain, and we'll lose the war, but it could be a very detrimental war to Great Britain, because they could end up really going into debt to do it. And same thing for you, if you play as a great power, you can go to war and you can win your war, but ultimately you could end up racking up so much debt that to do so, that you still kind of lose the war. And so there's a cost to war, which I think is really cool, which I think a lot of games don't have. All right, we are at the hour mark. So we're about to get hit by some ads here. So we do need to take a quick 90-second break, pay homage to our gods of ads. So 90 seconds and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. Oh, RR, gotta go. It's getting late in my country, and I need to work tomorrow. Have a nice play. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I hope I caught you before you ended up heading out. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to chat with you. Hope to see you again sometime. Let's see. Like, I'd run my country into the ground with the way I manage global trade and policies. Yeah, I know. Same here. I always say, too, about this, like, I can play this game, but put me in charge of, like, a real economy, and I'd be like, you know, where's all my free modifiers? How come I'm not getting any free modifiers with this trade policy I just created in real life? I'd rather be in Europe because of how many things happen there. It keeps you on your toes. Yeah, there's so much more content in general. So there's a lot to do there. This is true. And it seems like there's just even more and more content for Europe coming. Tall is completely viable. Intelligentsia is probably the best overall tall IG. Yeah, definitely agreed with that. Is common sense power groups. Yeah. The game really tests your political system integrity. Trying to appease opposing IGs can break you. Yeah. This is true, because, like, you really can't try to play in the center too much. You can for a period of time, but I think what I like about this game is, like, you know, like for instance, there's no one moment in the game where you suddenly go capitalist, and there's no one moment where you suddenly go socialist, and there's no one moment where you suddenly go communist. There's a bunch of little, oh good, law advancement. There's a bunch of little decisions you make throughout the run until eventually you realize this is the direction we're going, and I could try to push back. And I've had runs like that where I'm like, uh-oh. And I try to, or for some reason I suddenly need to adopt a different ideology. And you try to steer the country, but it's kind of too late. You've made a bunch of little decisions along the way that are now culminating in something. That's an interesting take. Oh, yeah, on the war thing? Yeah. Yeah, that being said, the little speech I gave about war there, I do agree, too, that, like, war is not my main focus in this game. It is the economy, after all. War can be fun and interesting, but it's not something... I'm never, like... I'm starting a new run so I can take over the world. Meanwhile, in Hearts of Iron, there's a few months of repairing factories and coring, and then any place of the world is completely yours. Economy be damned, because it's always increases the more you conquer. Yeah. That's why I feel like this is kind of a little more interesting in that sense. All right, let's slow down for a second here, because now we can get 2 companies. Now, there is... Yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. No, there is a... Dai Nam specific company, and it'll give us plus 10% tech spread. So I kind of want to do this. So we need... in Tonkin, up there, level 5 textile mill. Alright, so we're gonna go... I want to get these companies going. Who's building the other one? Oh, they're doing it. Okay. So we'll finish the steel. Then we'll go... Nam Din Textile Company. Yeah. Different focus. Hearts of Iron 4 is military. Yeah, Victoria's economy. EU's politics, mostly. Yeah. I mean, I would say the thing I like about this game is, it's true, it's all about the economy. But I would say it's really about economy, politics, military, and they all feed off of each other. But I think the politics and the military are... You're engaging with it through the lens of the economy. Because this game is largely about politics and military. But the economic impact of them, whereas Hearts of Iron 4 is about just war and military tactics, and like, yeah, and Europa Universalis is about like diplomacy and the like country to country relations and stuff like that. Although EU5 has so much about the economy now, I'm interested to see how that really plays out. Oh my god, if we do not get cultural exclusion on June 14th, I'm flipping the desk. Manipulating the various IGs is the trickiest part of the game. Yeah, even just boosting, say, the trade unions and hamstringing the landowners is tough to do. Yeah. Yeah. It's one and it's one of the most fun things in the game to do. Or I guess also very satisfying when you could finally do it. Like that. Like that. We're at 99% success, 0% stall, but suddenly, what happened? Who left a party? Yeah, I guess having the conservative and liberal party in together was not going to work out. So we'll just do that. Suddenly the law stops enacting. The CIA is a good modifier. Yeah. That's where my free modifiers are. If I were to actually run a country. The CIA. They want us to sell them 10 tools. Yeah, we don't have enough tools. But why don't we just do trade privileges, my friends? Because you don't want to. They'll do it if we do investment rights. Nope. Yeah, and we'll do it if... Ooh, okay. This isn't such a bad deal right here. Look at that. All right, so we have 2 countries giving us some defensive packs right now. Look at us, we're up to 18th. I thought we agreed last episode that we were putting you in charge of the global economy for fair taxation. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Yikes, ruh-roh. I guess, you put me in charge of the economy, there won't be any more billionaires in the world because nobody will have money. I'll mess it up that much. Hey, you said you didn't want billionaires anymore. I got rid of all money. Mistakenly. Yeah, that's your EU5 is about all. Yeah, it does kind of seem like they're trying to include everything. All right, we got cultural exclusion. You know, I forgot we wanted to go to free trade. Oh, but didn't we... Oh, you know, I forgot too about the tax cuts. Good thing I haven't touched it. We only got 2 months left. This thing... My god, like, I don't know how much higher... We got it to 10. Alright, can we get... We can get the industrialists in there. Let's try to get ourselves free trade. We'll also get rid of the corn laws for us. Realistically, manipulating the IGs should be even harder. Like, you should not be able to suppress IG that is in charge of the government. Well, you can't suppress interest groups anymore, just political movements. But one of the things they said they're changing this year, and I think this is going to be a massive change. So they want to create a system where they didn't give details on it, that you can't just take interest groups and parties in and out of government as you wish without heavy penalties to legitimacy. Oh, nice. So we're going to add that in for a second. So, like, say you have a very legitimate government, there's going to be even bigger penalties to taking them out of government. So there's going to be that. And I think that's going to be massive. We have a sovereignist here. Interesting, though. Supports multiculturalism. Alright, we got the tax cuts done. So, there we go. That'll fix our budget a little bit. Our interest rate's much better. Ooh, although, okay, we're gonna try something here. Yeah, that's gonna hurt standard of living. I bet if we go to low taxes, we can complete that commitment. Yeah, look at that, already went down. I wonder if we go to very low taxes, what that'll get us for a little bit. Released patients from the Hui Asylum have steadily denounced the practices involved in their supposedly medical treatments, mistreatment of the sick, withholding of personal letters, and disproportionate punishments were among the charges. Ooh, I don't want a big bureaucracy hit right now. We can afford -2 to the trade union's happiness. We'll take that. An internal investigation has discovered that a government official received many gifts from Li Win on behalf of the Anti-French Society. I will gain 5 legitimacy. But 5% more loyalists. I'll take that. We need the additional loyalists. One of the ways I'm testing how to change countries quickly is leaning harder into subventions. Yeah, can't have an aristocracy if there's no money in producing food because of cheap imports. Yeah. Yeah, that's supposed to be like one of the tactics. I've never like fully tried to completely deplete the price like that, but that supposedly is supposed to cut down on landowner political strength because their wealth goes down. Interesting, I'll have to try that next run. And free trade for the end of corn laws. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to next. And then I also... mercantilism is hurting... Oh, we'll fix that in a second. Like our trade advantage on some imports here. Where was it? Like for... Wait, are we not importing sulfur anymore? Oh, what's going on? Oh, Baki has one now. Okay. Yeah. So let's pin this. Yeah, so like we're getting a bad price on sulfur that we have to import because of mercantilism. So I definitely want to get off of mercantilism. Ham chaos may legitimately be better than the current system. Yeah, at least definitely here in the United States right now. I think you're right about that. I'll kind of take that. Opponents of our planned economic reforms have demanded the right to have their ideas heard as much as our own, and gallingly are using our free market rhetoric to justify their own right to speak. As much as I would love to make the landowners a little bit happier to not stop losing these taxes here. We'll take this. You know, I do not want to go into debt yet. Alright, we're gonna have to level out taxes for a little bit. Damn, that commitment. Who did we make this commitment to? The rural folk. Our party won, but now they're inviting the other guys that clearly lost for some reason to rule instead. Yeah, I can see why that would not be seen as very legitimate. Like, why voting then? Yep. This is true. It's happened before, and it will happen again. Alright, we need a defensive person here. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got a stalwart defender. Yeah, we'll take this intelligentsia moderate, though. All right, any change to... So the Dutch East Indies will still get involved here. Yeah, I guess we'll wait. Oh, this is true. Yeah, building the textile mill should increase standard of living. This is true. And then when we make the company, they'll get a throughput bonus. So hopefully that'll do something for us. We can now build the steel company. Yeah, here we go. The Steel Consortium of Annam. All right, we got our first company. Let's take a look. Let's look at our... Look at that mustache. Now that is a stash. And that is a stash you have to be smoking a cigar with. Oh my lord. Bulan Tan That with for the win with the stash. All right, so we got plus 5% throughput. That's about it. Okay, still good though. So let's give them iron. We'll hold off on anything else though. Now, let's utilize this steel. We should be doing it here. Motor industries. Now, something that might actually help our standard of living, like, is making better jobs. Yeah, so here we can do this. Problem is that is going to kind of hurt the price of it. Oh yeah, but we're gonna need more sulfur if we do that. I'll hold off. Yeah, we're already doing that. See, the labor-saving PMs... Well, no. Sometimes it converts people, but not so much there. Yeah, people can get better jobs than this. I guess we'll do it. The shipyards... Oh yeah, do we have glassworks yet? I've been slacking on that. How is coal in our market? Oh, we got a lot of it. Alright. Yes, and let's use more motors, because it'll make us need more steel. Yeah, let's improve things. Yeah, it'll make it a little less profitable, but it'll make... Do that. Yeah, when we get the fertilizer, we can do that. Don't forget to get your sulfur from Spain when the time comes. Yeah, we got to get through... We got to get at least one of these fertilizer plants, and then we're going to do that. We also need to just expand construction a little bit here. I think we'll add one. I mean, we could use with building up the budget, but... we could do for a little bit more... A little bit more of everything. Yeah, we can upgrade to skirmish. See, the problem is... Where are they? The munitions. We're gonna need explosives. Do we have lead? Yeah, we also don't have lead. Where in the world can we get it? Right here. Right on our doorstep. Ah, well, we can get some from Japan. We have trade privileges with them now. Ah, good. Consolidated Steelworks is going to build us some iron. That's what we'd like to hear. Now, the company here. Oh, Law Progressive Drafting. Excellent. What else can we add in? So cotton or silk. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. I think we'll add in silk, because silk could also be a very profitable export. It might give them a monopoly, too, on the textiles. Do we have access to dyes? Yeah, we do. Good. Yeah, we can really do a lot with textiles. You know, we can negotiate here. After several rounds of terse correspondence, the trade unions have met with the king's representatives and outlined their demands. Yeah, we're not going to peasant levies, but we will definitely give you guys political concessions. Oh, the intelligentsia. Ooh, but we're gonna have to give a lot in order to get this. I don't really want to waste a commitment for free trade. I think I'll let the dice fall where it is on that. You know, the Baki Trade Center is really building themselves up. Alright. How's our colony doing down here? Yeah, we still can't get... Alright, let's take a look at what we can research in order to get more colonization. Yeah, it's probably civilizing mission. We'll add that. Eventually, though, we gotta come back around to this. Really leaning on the social techs here. Oh, and you know... How is fabric? We got good fabric. We got a decent amount of liquor. Could add this in. We got a lot of tobacco. We have a good amount of opium. So I think... add this. We'll add tobacco and opium. Yeah, we really need some motors. And that could really help. Our steel company. I'd love to expand into Siam here. You know, I wonder what resources do they have here? Oh, we had rubber in Cambodia. You know. we are progressing well compared to everybody else. It is going to take a long time, though. It is very important for us. I don't know if 31 years to rush down to that. Well, 31 years if we did it starting now. No. We could give up on this colony. Law advancement, okay. In the early game, the problem is that you need more of everything, and it takes forever to build it all. Patience. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that is a good reminder. Patience. Patience. The game is exponential. The use of extreme force is becoming increasingly common among police officers in Nam-ite. The working class and the socially conscious are rallying against the police as an institution. Ooh, we can make the rural folk a little bit happy here. We'll lose 1 on the law enforcement institution, but that actually would kind of help us here. Oh, wait, is that instant, though? Or... yeah, it was instant. Alright. Alright. Well, we almost have that other company go- oh. You guys are building iron in Cambodia? I mean, I guess they're in our market, so... actually, we don't need police, Kingham. That's right. That's right. Let's take them down a notch. I didn't know we had police brutality. Well, that's a little different. Alright, we can add 1 more construction. Get us up to 70. We've got the budget for it. Yeah, we can get ourselves out of bureaucracy hole there. Or we can have more money. So we're up to 70. A little elevated. Perhaps we don't need this kind of police, Kingham. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, maybe we need a different kind of police here, now that we think about it. Alright, so somebody's going to build us more of that. We really... I mean, we're spending a lot on this logging. I mean... I kind of would like to just max this out. How are we on hardwood? Got extras. We can't really... I would like to... We'd lose 161. Not quite what we want. I think when we get through this, we really just finally get some logging going. You know, where is the Hudson's Bay Company when you need them? I guess Britain doesn't have investment rights. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you don't want to do that, huh? Let's see, what did we get? Oh, we got a Luddite. Yeah, let's take this. I mean, get us the Hudson's Bay Company in here and build us some logging. Alright, we can actually add another one now. What's nice is now we can add these and we can start getting our company to build the iron for it. And then once we get these explosives going, we can really fix up our price of iron. Yeah, motors, though. We really gotta get these motors going, because that'll also really help our steel. Yeah, look at that. Steel in Trunky kind of sucks. You're not going to hit your soul promise, I'm afraid. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of messed up with that one. That's okay. Because, the rural folk will be a little upset, but they're already upset. In the midst of the debate surrounding free trade, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the industrialists, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. Yeah, we'll take 10% on that. Yeah, rubber discovered. We can do rubber now. Oh, we got, we can get the other company. So where are they? Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, I guess they canceled. We were gonna get that from the private sector. I guess they canceled it. Oh, mit Fifi. Okay. How is clothing plus 9? Yeah, let's start exporting some of this. In any case, you usually don't want the anti-industry farmers getting too powerful this late into the game anyways. That is a good point, yeah. Like, we don't actually like them all that much anyway. We just needed them at the beginning of the game. And they're pretty unpowerful right now. Oh, okay. Somebody's going to build motor industries in Chunky. That's good. Look at this. Look at our company go into town. I mean, it's all in Cambodia, which is why I think I would really like to just take them. Yeah, your rural folk just spawned a reactionary agitator. Yeah, and a Luddite. I'd love to exile that guy. So the other thing is, if we take Cambodia, we can finally colonize this place. More rubber. I don't know, though. I am worried about taking on the Dutch East Indies. But we have a stronger military. I guess, yeah, they would have to No, they wouldn't have to naval invade us, because they could come in through Cambodia. You know, I think what we'll do is, just to play it safe, we'll get some munitions plants going, and then we'll upgrade the military. Once we get those ships done. How many ships do they have? 19. So when we finish these naval bases, we'll have a similar navy going. We can raise the health institution if we had the bureaucracy. Okay, so let's see. Do we have all of the conscripts included? No, we do not. I would love to make a defensive army. We have 37 and 7. 20 and 10. Alright, so we're going to split off a couple people here. We're going to split off 10. This will be our National Guard unit. Oops. Oh yeah, we'll get our stalwart defender here. We'll do that. And then we're gonna add in so that's the 30 right there. 7 and 4, 27, they have 11. Where do we have the artillery? In Trunky, okay. Alright. So 11, 18, 27. So 30. 25, perfect. And then 21. All right. So we actually have a lot of units. $121 to their 72. And what would even the Netherlands be? Yeah, I feel like I'm being too precious with this. We could take them on. Alright, I think we're gonna do this. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of free trade have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Well, poop. I don't want to go into a... I think we'll take the 10. We'll take the 10, and we'll finally just negotiate with the intelligentsia. The industrialists have held secret discussions with the intelligentsia, seeking a certain arrangement concerning free trade. Government expenses, lower taxes, or guaranteed liberties. Fine, fine, fine. We'll do guaranteed liberties. Alright, let's take a save. Now, in terms of... Isn't taking on the DEI the reason you're building a fleet? No, I'm building a fleet just so we have a fleet. I wasn't gonna actually try to go invade any of them. after setting up the fleet, I was looking at, oh, what are they at? Oh, we could probably run with them. So, yeah, although I hate to push all this off. I kind of want the Navy before... I want to go to the... I want to take Cambodia now. I kind of want the Navy before we do that. We're going to bump the Navy up. This will also make... We have naval shipyards that are doing nothing. Well, let's do that port too. I want to build the Navy first. Yeah, we're going to do the Navy before military builds quick. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I think we can do that. Plus, our budget is just looking better and better. So we're going to add another construction sector in. I should be keeping tabs though. Yeah, we got plenty of peasants. We have so many people. Anything here yet? I'll take anything. Give me one. Give me... Oh my god, we can do one. We can do one level of sulfur mine. Okay, sorry. Bump. Well, actually, no. You know what? We'll do... That'll be perfect to do right before we start all the fertilizer stuff. Ooh, yeah. And we're gonna need to put some road maintenance in there. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so this is moving along. And so is this. Alright, we're up to 80 construction. We might get to the 100. I had said in this morning's stream I wanted to get to 100. And we might get there. Ah. Come on, Britain. I want the Hudson's Bay Company to build me some logging, not the EIC to take all my opium. Can't wait to nationalize that stuff from you. Where are we in tech here? Dialectics. So we'll bump up the innovation. All right, we're starting to get a navy. Is Russia even building anything? No. So we'll get rid of this. Kai Chen, leader of the industrialists, has been openly preaching about the benefits of a mysterious and secret political gamble can bring to our government. When asked for details, he smiles coyly, refusing to elaborate. How mysterious. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. A dramatic scheme in our capital has just come to fruition. Now that it's been revealed, the plot obviously had its risks and flaws, but no one can deny that it's paid off handsomely for industrialists this time. Okay. Oh, we get some extra authority. No, I'll take the industrialist political strength, actually. Oh, man, we got a very powerful sovereignist intelligentsia. It's too bad. Yeah, finally the commitment failed, whatever. Too bad we're so far away from human rights. Okay. Can you build your textile company yet? We have it. Wait, no, we... Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god. I swear I know how to play this game. There we go. Oh my god. Alright, the Nam Din Textile Company. So we got Min Lam Win, market liberal landowner, as our executive. Plus 10% to arts buildings throughput. Okay. And nothing there for that. So we'll give them silk. Ah, dialectics. Yes. All right, then we'll hold off. I don't like to give investment rights or trade rights until we get to prosperity. But now go to the philosophy department. Oh, that's only giving us 19.5 more. I thought we were going to get a little bit more innovation than that. Alright, fine. Whatever little bit helps, I guess. Now the steel company. Oh, this is good. Right before we're going to go to war. And look, now our standard of living is up to 10. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Law progressive voting, excellent. Alright. So we got our 2 companies going. We have secured funding for philosophy departments in all of our institutions of higher learning. The University of Namki has chosen to focus its funding on advancing Hegelian dialectics. Yeah, we'll take this tech spread. Let's see where that is. Yeah, so that'll be in level 3. I hope you know how to play this game. You taught me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think, I go by that old Greek saying, I know enough to know I don't know anything at all. One of my all-time favorite sayings. Alright, so we're looking pretty good for free trade. Well, I guess we're going guaranteed liberties next. Let me remind myself the difference. So we'll get... Yeah, revolution, secession, progress speed -10. So that stays the same. Minus 5% radicals for political movements, plus 5% loyalists. We get some coup resistance. Yeah. The drought, flood, wildfire, extreme winds. I mean, I just generally like National Guard more. We can always go back. I pop quiz my kids with that, and all 3 said, no, I'm not smart, when I asked them if they were. Happy dad. Very nice, yeah. Kids always have a way of putting you in your place. Or making you feel... I don't know. Making you feel something. I was gonna say making you feel good. Not always. But most times. Yeah, we really need more motors here. All right. So we've got one ship hired up. With the price of groceries soaring across the country, the Liberal Party is finding itself under relentless pressure from the opposition, accused of recklessly toying with the welfare of its citizens. Yeah, I don't want to take the government expenses. We can actually do that. You know, I just thought of something, too. If the Dutch East Indies gets involved in this, and we take them on, we might be able to take a war goal where we prevent them from colonizing in this area. It is a possibility. I'll remind them about that when they think they know better later. Yep. You lose your conscripts also if you go to Guaranteed Liberties. Yeah, that's the thing I hate the most about going off of National Guard, is the extra conscripts. Like, I feel like Professional Army and National Guard are such a good complement to each other, because you lose a lot of conscripts with Professional Army and you can gain them back with National Guard. So we'll wait until after the war to do this. Whilst campaigning for the Liberal Party in the turmoil-racked Baki, Bulan Phuc has been attacked and brutally beaten by a group of unknown assailants. Oh, we got nationalism. Yeah. We'll take that. We can actually get another construction sector going. I think we have the budget for it. Oh yeah, and let's take a look at our training method. Oh yeah, we haven't focused on the military tech tree at all. We don't even have power of the purse yet. Oh good, we're getting it on tech spread. We're at 88%. Actually, very good timing for us. Watch, we're going to do all this, and the DEI aren't going to get involved, and Cambodia's going to back down. That's what's going to happen. Which, actually, I will take. That's a much better outcome. But it would be funny. Oh, God. The East India Company is really... Yeah, look at that. Truong Minh Bui An, the methodical leader of the landowners, has been studiously working to increase the nation's credit. At last, all his work has paid off, but for the landowners... Oh, but for the landowners or for Dai Nam? Yeah, it's going to be for Dai Nam, I can tell you that. The intelligentsia's members have set against each other on the free trade law. This infighting has been blamed on a campaign of harassment by supporters of Bulan Phuc. Minus 20% for the intelligentsia. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, if you have a military, you'll find a use for it. Very well said. There's always something you can use it for. I mean, if anything, it'll get us some power projection. Oh yeah, look at that. If we get up to 190 prestige, and we're almost there, we'll get up to a major power. So yeah, we'll get something out of it. Even if we don't use it, we get something out of it. Yeah, I wonder, why are they just building tons and tons of iron here? I wonder why. Alright, we're almost through it. I wish this navy would hire up a little faster, but it is what it is. Look at this though, look at our budget. I think we can do one more. Now, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna definitely switch at least. Oh, we're doing violent suppression still up here. The turmoil, man, is just getting worse and worse. Oh, interesting. Because of our level 5 law enforcement. Wait, I thought we were at level 4. Oh, that's a nice little bug. It's still counting us for level 5 law enforcement. I'll take that. Yeah, so because of violence suppression and the law enforcement, we're actually not suffering any penalties for the turmoil here. Okay. And we're at 90 construction. All right, so we're done building the naval bases. So now they just need to hire up. How much longer? 96%, 97% on power of the purse. So we're almost there for that. All right, Liberal Party in a landslide. Oh, our ruler has the trait arrogant. And then we have some incompatibility here. Yeah, who supports monarchy? Oh, plus 10% legitimacy penalty. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so distribution of power and economic systems. So the intelligentsia is neutral. And they're neutral on that. Well, either way, this works for us. Alright, so we are at the 2-hour mark now, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break so ads can play. Pay homage to our gods of ads. And then we will be right back. So 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, Oh, hey, Paco, good night. Have a nice rest of the evening. Yeah, you too, my friend. Good to see you, as always. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Have a good one. See you next time. All right. Here we go. Power of the purse. Excellent. That is exactly what we needed. Yes, give us some extra training rate there. All right, so once we get this up to 20, I think we go. Yeah, I would like to build munitions. Oh, here we go. We have free trade. So we'll get back to that. Corn laws are done. Freedom of trade completed. The import tax on grain, known as the Corn Laws, has been abolished, signifying a political shift away from mercantilism and landowner power. Yes, yes, yes. Give us all those loyalists. The Vietnamese market has grown famous worldwide for being welcoming and open to foreign trade. Yeah, do we want trade advantage on imports or exports? I mean, probably exports. Yeah, we could start exporting steel, exporting clothing. Oh, especially, yeah, luxury clothes. And silk. Yeah, 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 we'll do sell. Sell, sell, sell. Oh, we're also exporting a lot of our groceries. Interesting. Alright, oh wait, so before we continue though, we don't want to go to Guaranteed Liberties yet. Maybe we can get off of migration controls. We have a lot of people though. Actually, I don't want to keep migration controls. We go to propertied women. Well, we don't need more workforce right now. We don't want to do poor laws. Laissez-faire. Could do that. What is our investment pool at? 5 million. Ooh, look at this though. Damn, your country seems to be doing well. Yeah. I mean, it's so far so good, right? It seems like it. We don't want to go to Guaranteed Liberties yet. You benevolent leader, yeah. We'll give you guys rights, but like not yet. Not yet. Do we want to go laissez-faire now? I would like to get these... I would like to get the EIC out of my country, actually. That's gonna be difficult, though. I don't know, we might go laissez-faire. We might. We could go total separation, actually. What is the split we have with religion? So we're Confucian. Oh. Look at that. So what are all of these people at? Well, they're at level 5. Okay. What cultures make this up, though? Because there's 6 million people. Yeah, I think we're gonna go total separation here. While the intelligentsia is powerful. Yeah, our navy is still hiring slow as they go. Oh, we're starting to do the sulfur mine, so we'll take road maintenance off here, put it down here. Have we made any more progress? No. Can we build anything here yet? Logging. Can't build new rubber yet, though, because we don't have the tech. Italy is calling in the obligation we owe them by requesting our commander Chuang Chuang be sent to serve in the military. Who's this guy? Open terrain. Let's see, do we have anybody else that would be just as good? Yeah, we got a couple actually. Yeah, okay. Wait, didn't we already say yes to Italy and we let them put the landowners in our government? I must have selected the wrong thing for that. Alright, fine. Yeah, and we no longer owe you guys an obligation. Sheesh. The obligation that keeps on giving. Yeah, we'll take this guy because he's also ambitious. Oh yeah, he's an authoritarian now. This guy's a market liberal. Yeah, I don't want to put this guy in there. Yeah, the minute we put this guy in, he's gonna like coup us to like bring back oligarchy or something. We'll put the petite bourgeoisie in there. According to the code, you barely need any education institution to get the entire capitalist profession ladder. Wow. Just a social mobility degree. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Barely need any education institution to get the entire capitalist profession ladder. Wow. Because that's some great promotion then. Food for thought. Japanese fundamental. Ooh, we might be able to get something off of Japan here. We might not even have to participate. Although we should wait to see who joins this. Really? What state will they give us? You'll give us that state? If only they had sulfur. If it had sulfur, I would have lost it. J-makers, are you saying that business school is a waste of time? Oh my god, hilarious. Yep, that's what we're saying. On a Victoria 3 stream, we're saying business school, nah. Oh wait, yeah. So, do we want that? How many people are there? Quite a bit. Do we have whaling? No, we could get access to whales. I can't believe they would give us this state. Actually, and it'll also give us an interest in Japan. Or we can get an obligation from them. Who rivals Japan? Because who's going to join in on this? Nobody does. Alright, we're going to... Okay. Let's... That is kind of crazy. And we're not even gonna have to send anybody. I mean, the only problem here is if one of these larger powers decides, no, we want to get involved with the Japanese fundamentalists. Alright. Well, we'll see what happens. Unless the Japanese fundamentalists back down, but... Oh, but they're not, though, because it's... Wait, why are you... Alright, let's send them a little help, I guess. We don't need to call conscripts or anything. I love that the Japanese fundamentalists are still cocky. They got 28 dudes against, like, a bunch. Specifically, you only... Oh wait, did we just finish an election? No. Specifically, you only need 25% literacy for engineers and clerks, which doesn't have to be cultivated across the entire country, especially a large population. A tiny bit of machinists. Wow. Interesting. That kind of puts the capitalists and their promotions in a different light. Oh, Prussia backed out of that. Yeah, Japan's soldiers suck. Yeah, right? Like, how are you losing that? Okay. Yeah, this is gonna go to war. We're gonna get this state. We're gonna get some oil, and on top of that, we actually do need meat. Like, I don't think we have any oil in the market. Wow. Oh. Yeah, we lost our enlightened royalist. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Look at us, we're up to 11th. So we got this guy. Yeah, now it's time to become a parliament. A parliamentary republic. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that, though. We jumped up because this guy's getting us a bunch of prestige. Yeah, after total separation, I think we're going parliamentary republic. Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, we got it. Give us that. We want the whaling. And then, you know, we have another source of coal. And plenty of people to work it. What's the population up here? So, how accepted are Japanese people in our country? Yeah, not too much. So actually, well, no, we're at cultural exclusion now. Oof. All right, we're gonna have some acceptance problems up there. I wonder, can they be released as a subject? The Far East. No, but we can't actually. All right. Yeah, so this is progressing. Yeah, Japan interest activated, so now we've got an interest there. All right, and then, and then we want to do Iberia, because I forgot, Spain wants to be buddy-buddy with us. What do we have with them again? Yeah. Egalitarianism. We can go to universal suffrage now. Yeah, so when the Vietnamese take over a big bite of Japan, just like the Victorian history books say, yeah, and not only did we take it over, it's because Japan just gave it to us so that they could fight. I guess they really did need us, actually. That's probably why they did that. This afternoon, Lo Zong, leader of the intelligentsia, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of total separation. Let's see, who's this guy? Oh, the sovereignist guy. Yeah, look at that. And we won. What's the agreement we have with them? Yeah, defensive pact. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just call on the treaty. Oh, we finished building our sulfur mine. Subsidize it. Do all this stuff. Oh wait, yeah, we can't do that yet. We don't have any explosives. Ainu, Marir, the inhabitants of Hokkaido are Ainu. That may also include Sakhalin. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, let's see who exactly we got up here. Yeah, look, you're right. Oh, we got some Siberians, but we got Ainu and Japanese. And the Mahayana, Shinto, and Animist. So good thing we're going to total separation. Ooh, and with this construction sector, we'll get our 100 construction points. Oh, this Navy. You know, I think we can take on the DEI without the Navy. All right, let's save our game here. Let's annex this subject. Denmark. Denmark's gonna join in against us? Why are all these people that have, like, no armies doing this? Alright. So let's, do we have any other conscripts? You know, we're probably... No, we won't get to great power. Whenever you call up all your conscripts... Oh yeah, let's take a look at mobilization options again. So we got plenty of opium, tobacco... Sugar and liquor, actually, are a little iffy. So let's put a subvention on these. Let's do that, and then we can add sugar in. And then we'll do forced march. And now let's mobilize everybody. All right. We'll see. Maybe I should have waited until we got our full navy up and running, but let's up the naval wages. Let's up the taxes. Damn, we're at +9. We just need one more. Who's this? Oh, they have... Oh, that's an army. I was like, they have a navy? Oh, wow. We can get the Dutch East Indies on our side? That's definitely going to be like a transfer state or something like that. But most of your pop is also Mahayana. Yeah, they would gain acceptance from that. Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, once we get total separation. All right, what do these guys want? Yeah, transfer states. Vietnamese Western New Guinea. No, thank you. See, they're probably... Well... No, I would love it if they joined in so I can get a non-colonization treaty with them. You know, I didn't think of Siam, though. What could I take off of these guys? Do these guys have... sulfur? Ooh. Now this is interesting. Great Britain. Reduce SAAC autonomy. What? Oh, they're a British subject. This is interesting. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Don't you lose religious acceptance with total separation? Well, you lose a little bit of acceptance from your primary religion. You get +20 for the state religion. I guess you get religious traits. So, but instead, everybody just goes to this +15. So, your non-state religions will gain acceptance. Your state religion will lose a little bit. Now, I feel like if we bring Great Britain into this... Okay, hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself here. I wonder if they want to lower their autonomy, but if I try to conquer... If I try to conquer this... How would that work? I actually don't know how this would work. All right, this might be our one save scum point. I want to take this war goal and then bring Great Britain in, unless taking this eliminates the option for Great Britain to come in. Reduce autonomy. See, I feel like if I take the other state, we're gonna lose Great Britain coming in. But if Great Britain comes in, others might come in. Like France might join. And if France joins, they can come at us through Siam. Alright, let's see. This might be a save scum point, but wow, I can... Oh yeah. Okay, so I lost the ability, yeah, for them to come in, which is kind of fine with me. But we'll get a good source of sulfur. Although now I really do need that navy. The Confucian traditionalist movement has convened in Hui to rally support and publicly discuss the specifics of state religion. The event has attracted much attention from locals. Yeah, no, we don't want to give you guys anything. As long as nobody else joins in here. See what happens here. Everybody's still kind of involved here, or interested. Hey, look, we're up to 10th. All right. Ah, so the Dutch East Indies are no longer interested. Neither is Great Britain. I'm surprised Great Britain is not coming to protect their subject here. Not much protecting for this protectorate. I guess they were upset with them to begin with. This might mean, though, Great Britain comes at us. But we're not infamous. Alright, so our navy is up to 10. Oh, come on, come on. Wow. I can't believe nobody else joined in on this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a landing party. And so we're going to transfer 3 from each army. We'll give these guys a general. Here we go. And a moderate. Perfect. Lot of 8 success. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a game changer if we can get Sayak. And we'll get Cambodia. Oh, and then... Wait, what's the deal here? Okay. They're demobilizing. Ugh. I forgot. I didn't mobilize the landing party. Ugh, that's so stupid. Alright. So, I gotta wait 77 days. Because of shenanigans. Oh, Cambodia has a fleet. Well, let's go take care of that. Don't damage their boats too much. We want to use those boats. Does Sayak have the lead? No. No, not yet. Ah, okay, we got one of the fertilizer now. Hey, we're up to 9th. So we can utilize the fertilizer in the rice fields, but I think we'll wait until we get these explosives factories going. Oh, actually, okay, so now we do really need some sulfur. Oh, we're starting to get sulfur from our sulfur mines here. Excellent. Oh, lead. The metal. Yeah. Oh, good question. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the rice field. LaPlace, what's up, my friend? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Oh, no. If only I had been so lucky that I would have had lead. That would have been a lifesaver right there. How's you do, Ham? We're doing good, actually. So far, so good. Alright, so... how much longer till these guys? I could just send the National Guard. Get a very small penalty. Yeah, 21%. Let's do it. So much for you, landing party. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh, not our war. I'm happy that Tekken 8 brings back Roger and Kingaro to a fighting game. Oh, very cool, very cool. I'm not as versed in Tekken. I played it back in the day, but I also didn't play it a ton. So I'm not as familiar with the characters. I was more of a Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter one myself. Actually, you know what we can do because of our budget? Let's demobilize the main army. That'll help us in terms of budget. And actually, and we could do this too, because there's no more armies on us. My sister loved the farting dinosaur. Oh my god. The character is so old. Around Street Fighter 1990s or 2002. Oh, you mean gone? Yeah. Look at this general. Is that one of our guys? Alright, so we're progressing there. right, all right. There we go. Budget's looking good again. So we can lower taxes a little bit. What's our companies doing? An influential faction within the industrialists has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of total separation. Themselves in favor of the law, they have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. Alright. No, we'll take this. Let's get through this. How is... Alright, we now have a surplus of that, and then what about... Yeah, we have a bit of surplus in that, too. Actually, how are we in terms of being one of the producers of it? Not a significant producer. God, look at that. Ooh, we gotta get up to 7,000 production. Alright. Where's Sayak getting more troops from? Oh. Oh, Cambodia. Cambodia is fighting them now. Or Cambodia is fighting with them now. Because they got kicked out of their land. I want to come back to Tekken 8 after a year hiatus because of how unfun the game became with pleasing people who want insta-win characters. Oh, that sucks. That does not sound fun. I'm glad they bring back fun and the goofy stuff. Nice. Alright, we got Cambodia. Still going with Sayak, though. So now, does that mean... Yep. That will make our other colonies go a little bit... slower. But if this works out, we're about to get a bunch of sulfur. I can't believe we have no Great Qing in the game anymore. Like, what a crazy run, huh? Oh, you know, and we haven't gotten any Ireland. I feel like quite a few runs so far we've gotten... We've gotten Ireland. Alright, progressing there. Alright, so we're about to get some explosives. Oh god, Heavenly Kingdom, but France is normal. Yeah, yeah, right. Or Armed Forces Reformer we got? Okay. Alternate universe where the liberal brother of Jesus takes over China. Yeah, seriously, right? Like, whoa. Yeah, that's true. What is there? Yeah. Protestant Asia. Is this a DC parallel universe? It kind of looks like it, right? Oh, all right, we landed. Yeah, this is pretty much done now. I can't believe Great Britain just let us do this. That's kind of crazy. Also, wait, what is this war? Oh, okay, it's gonna have nothing to do with this. Oh, they want to transfer this. Who wants that? Great Britain. Oh. Yeah, Protestant China would have been the craziest thing ever. Yeah, seriously, right? Law progressive voting. The Anti-Dutch League. The Heavenly Kingdom has a unique devout IG since they support a Christian theocracy. Yeah, let's take a look at it. The Taiping God-Worshipping Society. Patriarchal. Pious. Oh, God-Worshipper. So theocracy, state religion, national supremacy. Interesting. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, my lordzos. Yeah, we're gonna keep you guys unincorporated. Although we got a natural harbor here. We have got sulfur for days, my friends. We do not need to subvent that anymore. What else are we subventing? Oh yeah, groceries and liquor. We don't need to do that. And then... Oh yeah, the luxury clothes. What are we subsidizing? Oh, the trade centers. Do we still need to do that? Oof. No, we do not need to do that. Now this one kind of needs it. To be fair, Hongzhi in real life can win if he stops being delusional. He has more troops than Imperial Qing at the start of the war. Yikes. Oh, this getting sulfur here just makes me so happy. Great Britain right on your doorstep. Yeah, but we do have pretty good relations with them. Ooh, they're the Tibetan National Movement. Yeah, but they're protective of us. As long as... Although I don't know if they can subjugate us anymore, because we're a major power. So even if they try to force us into the British Empire at some point, it might not be a bad idea for us. My bad, it's Jian. Oh, interesting, okay. Plus, if you play as them, you get to choose between increased relationships with the great powers, increased conversion to the new faith, or a big bonus to the intelligentsia and bureaucracy to help reform. Oh, interesting. I need to try a Heavenly Kingdom run. I've never done one. Their other name, Hongzhi, but good guy. Oh, okay. And their intelligentsia is also a market liberal. It's basically set as the Christian-themed reform through force. Oh, wow. It was put down for a reason. Anyone claiming to be Christ brother is insane. Yeah. Good point. Now you need to get your lead from Japan. They like you. Yeah, right? They have lead here. Yeah, in fact, once we finish this stuff, let's build some munitions. Oh, do we have... Oh, we got some infrastructure problems just here. Oh, somebody's building a bunch of them for us, though. Okay. Oh, did we inherit some... Yeah, I don't want to take... So I'd rather get rid of those and build 2 there. There have been reports of Godin Win Fuk, leader of the Confucian scholars, not attending meetings or fulfilling his obligations. We can no longer ignore his absence. Wait, so he had a psychological affliction? Oh, we have total separation. Yeah, this guy's kind of good as the leader of the Confucian scholars. He's disliked and he's adding nothing to them. So we'll do that. Well, he's not disliked anymore, but he's not adding any power or anything to them. Man, we got a pretty good budget going. But that's because... let's lower taxes. And let's... well, we've maxed out construction in that one state. So now we should start moving it up here. Although, ooh, we've de-peasanted up there. We've got a lot of unemployed down here. Wow, are we actually starting to run out of pops? Who would have thought? Alright. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's wait. Let's hold off on that. Yeah, so... okay, so hold on. So we now have the explosives. So let's take a look at our market here. We could use some more iron, but it will make things a little bit worse. How much extra iron do they have here? 258. Actually, yeah, how much population do we have here? Oh. Well, here's where we want construction. Actually, well, let's not go nuts, but... there we go. Use condenser engines for your iron. Well, yeah. Yeah. We'll use that up here. I don't want to use it here. But here, we might use it in this space. Yeah, in this place specifically. Oh, we already are. Oh, that's right. No, we wanted that for this. So now... these guys should start hiring up. So once this hires up, we'll see how much fertilizer we got left. And these guys are doing well. What are we researching now? Labor movement. Oh, yeah. We want to get down to steel frame buildings. Oh, now we can go to guaranteed liberties. Interesting about the pops, though. Yeah, I mean, we still got a ton of peasants here. Everybody's just moving there because there's so much work there. All right, turmoil went down quite a bit here. See, that's the other thing. I should just build construction sectors up here too, because the peasants can move. But we already have just a crazy abundance of iron there. I want trade privileges or nothing. I also don't need your investment rates anymore. I really don't need anybody building in the country anymore. But I really would like your trade privileges for 25 years. Let's withdraw from this. Let's renegotiate this. Alright, maybe we'll keep your thing. Because how much trade are we doing with them? Yeah, like, we're sending... Oh, that's the Mexican market, but this is the Italian market. And we're getting furniture from them. So this is in Chonqui, in Baki, more furniture. Oh, we're exporting 435 wood? Oh man, we've got wood for days now. Okay. Yeah, we kind of need the trade privileges with them. Oh, we can also add interests. We can add 3 more. So let's add them where we can get something for exporting steel. So Russia and Chile. Do that. All right. Although, you know, this weekly budget is concerning. I think one of the main problems are some of the regional HQs we have. Yeah, they're taking 2K out of our country. 35. Look at all opium. We've got a pretty good interest rate now. I think we're actually kind of ready to go laissez-faire. After these guaranteed liberties, I think we're going to do that. Alright, so now we need the lead. You know, now I need to start getting investment rights in people. So let's take a look at our deal with Japan. You're going to need to give us investment rights. And then they don't want to do it, huh? With the proposal to pass the Guaranteed Liberties Law, members of the government have voiced their concerns about it compromising the nation's internal security. I mean, it could. I don't really want to pass this, to be honest with you. But I don't want to piss off the intelligentsia. Okay. Where else can we get? You know, you guys. Nope. Ugh, if I could get investment rights with them. I mean, so ridiculous. Oh my god, we love you. We love this deal. Whatever you want. I ask for one thing. What? Like, come on now. Alright. Who else can I get? Wait, what? Vietnamese North Sumatra. Wait, what? Who? Who is this? Oh, this one. Oh, we inherited some soldiers from this. Alright, well, we're building munitions now. Yeah, we do need lead, though. Well, okay, so I have investment rights here now. I can build up their lead. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna build that. Actually, I should remind myself, do they have a place that gives any throughput? Now that's coal. Coal, yep, okay. So we'll do it in the capital here. Build some tooling. And then build the lead. Let's build that first. And then we'll buy the lead off of them. Now, aren't you guys... Oh, tooling. Okay. How much tooling are we missing here? 95. To outside observers, the intelligentsia may appear firmly committed to the idea of guaranteed liberties, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Yeah, I don't want to take any lasting problems with this. Yeah, we'll do that. If it fails, it fails. Yeah, so we really just need tooling here. Oh, and logging. So actually, we're paying an arm and a leg for that stuff right now. So we'll do that first. Oh god, and this is gonna take forever. So maybe we'll do this stuff in Japan first. Hmm. All right. So let's build these up. So how much does a single munitions plant need? 20 each, so we need about 60. It gives 50 ammunition. If we want to move to skirmish infantry, that's 1 ammunition each. So that's 17, 34, 41, 52. 52 at a bare minimum, but that wouldn't cover... Oh yeah, there we go. That won't cover conscripts. Alright, we're good on groceries. What do you mean we don't have oil? That's why we took this place. Yeah, let's get people hired up there. I wonder if they could use a university. Oh, rifling. How are we on small arms? Good. Okay. Hey, Matwis, what's up, what's up? The Wise China Green, what happened? They became the Heavenly Kingdom. Great Qing is no more. It is now the Heavenly Kingdom. Labor movement. Oh my god, we are up to 6th. And yet not a great power. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever been this high without being a great power. I never saw that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy thing. So their leader historically was a guy who said he was the brother of Jesus and wanted to create like a Christian nation. So Asia is Protestant. Hey Java, what's up? What's up? How you doing? We're actually finishing up here tonight, but it's good to see you. How's it going? Trade center in Sakhalin. They've got oil but can't get it out. Yeah. Well, no, they weren't hired up. They weren't really hiring, so we had to motivate them. Yeah, we need him to play as the brother of Jesus one day. Yeah. Yeah, right? Playing Great Qing just like... That would be the largest country we clearly would ever have played on the stream. A protest advocating for the Guaranteed Liberties Law was called in order to silence the detractors. However, the police force decided to take the law in their own hands and violently repressed the protesters. Ooh, what do we want? Oh, and let's take a look at that in a moment. Yeah, we don't want to take more radicals for this, though. Ooh, and we don't want to take that. We'll take that. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna stay out of this war. I'm late because I have to go to work at 30. Oh no! Oh no! I see the run is going well. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We had a good earlier session today, and then this session has seen some good moments here. But I do think we have reached our stopping point for the night. We definitely made some progress here. The goal was to get to 100 construction points. We got over that. We're ranked 6th. And we're moving along. We have a bit of a construction sector going. So yeah, I think we're doing good. But that'll be it for tonight for this. So the next time I'll be on, will be on Thursday for some EU5. So we'll be doing some EU5 runs. Or not EU5 runs. Continuing the Ottoman run on Thursday for EU5. Yeah, thanks for the stream. And you did great progress today. Looking forward to the next time. Yeah, we'll be coming back to Dai Nam here next week on Tuesday. So, yeah. We'll be there for then. But yeah, it is late now. Time to get going. So thank you everybody for watching. Yeah, Java, thanks for the stream. Yeah, good to see you at least. Have, I was gonna say have fun at work, but like, good luck with work. Because that's, no matter where you are in the world, that's how work is. Good luck. Yeah, you have a good one, Java. Yeah, and everybody else, thank you so much for watching. Glenn, if you're still there, thank you. Thank you. So true, yeah. Alright. So hopefully I'll see everybody on Thursday. Otherwise, yeah, alright, Ham, good stream. See you next Tuesday. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. And for everybody else watching, thank you very much. Have a good rest of your evening, night, day, whichever is going on for you. And as always, be awesome, my friends. I will see you next time.